Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 223, and my special guest, Julie Gamble. Julie, welcome.
Hi, Mark. How are you today?
Doing awesome. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your market.
Well, Mark, I started this awesome career in 2001, selling property in Southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky, and surrounding counties, working with buyers and sellers and some commercial properties. And prior to that, I actually was a secretary, then an office manager for a real estate firm. And the broker there was so excited about my abilities helping her with her clients that she said, Julie, you've got to get your license. You're so great with the clients. And so here I sit today owning a brokerage.
Yeah, as a broker owner, well, congratulations on your success. And you went through the 2008 to 2012 meltdown, and you've gone through COVID, and you've made it through many obstacles. Has there been a secret to navigating and making it through these market ups and downs?
Well, so I learned from a lady who was awesome at what she did. And she taught me from the get-go that your integrity and your follow through, actually doing what you say that you're going to do, are critically important in your business. So I've just always tried to really apply those skills and every transaction, and treat every client with, the most care, no matter whether they were buying a $50,000 piece of property or a $900,000 home. My goal has always been to treat every single client with the same care and diligence.
Yeah, and I love that advice you got. Our team is coming up with markisms, and one of the markisms that I talk about is your brand, my brand, our personal brands, our company brand is only as good as the promises we make and the promises we keep. And that's your true brand, right?
Absolutely, 100%. I think that that is a big component. What I've heard when I pick up a new client over the years, that is one of the things that you hear why they did not go back to whoever they worked with prior to, is because the person failed to stay connected with them. They didn't give them updates on what was happening. And of course, in this market, homes are selling very quickly, but in past markets, homes may be sitting on the market for a period of time. And so they're just sitting there thinking, well, is she even doing anything, to try to sell my house? We're not even getting any showings. And so having that follow through and that constant commitment and connection with those buyers and sellers is just critical to your success.
Yeah, for sure. Well, do you see in today's market that there are agents who treat their business like a business and those who treat it like a hobby?
Absolutely. In today's market, you've got to be diligent because it's so competitive out there. So making sure that, once again, you've built your business on integrity and trust, and those clients and those people that you've already worked with, people that you come in contact with regularly in the public, they know that they can trust you. They know if you say you're going to do something that you're going to follow through and do it. So that trust is going a long way still, even in today's market. And then the diligence of getting on the phone and reaching out to folks and asking, who do you know that I could help? It's just so critically important right now when there's a listing shortage, and then making sure that your folks understand that you're the person that can negotiate those challenging contracts for them to help them navigate and get through this process and get transitioned into a new home.
So many people forget that it's not necessarily finding the home or the mortgage. The mortgage is just as important as the home, but there's 125 steps from contracts to close, and navigating those 125 steps is where we really earn the money, right?
Absolutely. And making sure that everybody's interest is protected along the way can be challenging because, in this market, people are concerned. Am I going to have a house to move into? What's going to happen? Am I going to put my stuff into storage? So addressing all these issues, this is what I recommend with our agents, is that let's have those conversations up front so people are prepared, that they've got strategies and plans of action that they can put into place. People value knowing what to expect before they actually get that home listed on the market. So they have a plan, and then they know, okay, well, we might have to move in with our in-laws for a couple of weeks or something to get through this transaction. And it's just very beneficial to help people understand the process and all the different pitfalls that can happen and how we're going to help them stay out of those.
For sure. And of course, one of the most recent surveys we did showed that having conversations is more and more important. Yes, digital advertising is important. All of these things, though, were designed to create conversations, and the stat was somewhere between 40 to 50 conversations to create 3 to 4 appointments to create 1 or 2 new sales.
Absolutely. Getting on the phone, like I said, reaching out to past clients, staying in front of people, doing those monthly mailings and newsletters, and getting into your community, getting involved. That helps you to build relationships out there. And once again, when you are building those relationships in the community, volunteering on boards, you can get into clubs and organizations. When you're involved, then people are getting to know you and know that you're reliable, you're trustworthy, and when they think of someone that would be a good source for their friend who might be buying or selling, they might remember you because of your connection and your reaching out into the community and serving.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, the technology is always important. You know, one of the things here at JPAR that we pride ourselves in is the JPAR Sure Sale platform. Very unique. It allows our agents a distinction where they can work with their consumers to sell the home traditionally, swap it as easy as a car, trade it like a car, or I buy it out. I'm assuming you're finding that the technology offered through the JPAR brand is enabling you and your agents to succeed.
Oh, absolutely. We are very fortunate to have all the technology that JPAR has to offer, and our agents do love utilizing that. We have our office admin who actually sits down with our agents one-on-one and goes through that process and helps them to adapt and learn how to function and use those systems to their benefit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, any last words of wisdom as we wrap up?
I think that the most important things are just making sure that you follow through. If you tell your client or anybody, you know, for that matter, that you're going to do something, make sure that you follow through and you actually do that, because that is what helps to build that reliability and that trust. And make sure that you're also saying the current and up-to-date information about our industry. Being the person that can give that kind of information is valuable too. A lot of us are doing that on our social media and helping consumers to know that we are the source to turn to for the answers and the help.
There we go. Well, that's a wrap for this episode. And until we see you again, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears.